Hey gorgeous, happy Friday. We are back today and today I'm doing a little something special. So you guys know obviously next week is Valentine's Day and I'm hosting my 2-day in-person intensive, which is sold out, completely sold out, and I'm super excited about that. What I want to do in this video is actually celebrate a different type of love. Valentine's Day, I think, started off celebrating romantic love, right? But over the years, it's transformed into so much more. It's transformed into Galentine's Day, and I think it's such a great opportunity for us to celebrate love beyond just romantic relationships. So you guys know for my mom Sheena's birthday, I always host a in-person intensive. I started doing this a couple years ago to transform the month of April from like loss and grief to like happiness. And this year we're doing it in Orange County, California. But what I wanted to do is that leading up to that intensive, I wanted to share some of Sheena's most potent teachings. I've kind of co-developed a course with my late mother. I channeled her in the Savage Feminine course, but I want to bring more of her teachings onto YouTube. And so I'll do these little mini videos where I'll put a teaching and kind of like share the story of how she taught me that lesson. And just I think it will be so fun. And at the end I'll talk a little bit about feminine, savage, and sacred, or sacred and savage, which is Sheena's 2024 birthday intensive happening in Orange County. So today I'm starting with the first lesson that I remember learning from my mom. You guys know that I wrote in my book Lady Balls that I didn't really have like a full-blown relationship with my mother until I turned 16. It's not that she didn't want to, it was just she was busy. She was out saving the world, she was saving the planet, and she just wasn't at home a lot. And so I either saw her coming or going. But it was when I was 16 when things really turned around and she really paid attention to creating a relationship with me. But even in my childhood, there were these little lessons that I just picked up from her. And the first lesson I ever picked up was bringing positive energy and like guarding the energy of your business. And the first time I realized this was my mom had this friend who, he was a serial entrepreneur. So he would like open up these like brick and mortar stores in Chicago, and then he'd get them up and running, and then he would sell them, and then he'd open another store. So she found out that her friend had opened another store, and so she took some time off of work, came home, picked us up, and she said, we're gonna go visit my friend's store and then we'll like go do something. So the four of us, me, my siblings, and my mom, we go to the store. And when she walks into the store, there is like this person sitting at the register, and the woman gets up and she's like, oh, like clearly and visibly like annoyed that someone walked in. Mind you, she didn't know that we were friends of the owner. She just thought we were customers, which actually makes the whole thing worse. So my mom was kind of taken aback by her attitude and the way she was acting. So my mom asked for her friend, and the woman said that her friend was not at the store. My mom had like bought a cake and she was surprising her friend. And she asked for his wife, and she said his wife's not there. And so she asked to use the phone, and the woman reluctantly let us use the phone. This is like pre-cell phones. And so my mom called her friend, and she was like, I need you and your wife to like come to the store right now. Like drop whatever you guys are doing and come to your store. I'm here. So we wait a long while, and they finally showed up. And they took my mom and us into the back room, and that's where my mom like let them have it. She was like, you need to absolutely fire this woman right away. She's like, this woman is literally leaking barakat from your store. It's like she was annoyed that we walked in. Right there, like you should, she's like, even if you have to like close the doors to the shop and like not open it, I would rather that you close the shop than have this woman running your store. And she said, I was picking up things and asking her how much they are. And at every point, like this woman was not happy that business, AKA money, just literally walked into your door. So that was such a big lesson for me. And I have made that such a big part of my life. When I walk into someone else's business, I'm always mindful of the energy of that business and the employees and what they're bringing to the table. And I'm also mindful of my energy and the energy that I'm bringing to them, to their business. And of course, when I hire people, when I have even independent contractors that are interacting with either my home or my business, I'm super mindful of their energy, okay? In all aspects of their energy. Sometimes people are nice, but they're scheming, okay? That's not good energy. Anyone that treats anyone that can't treat your business or your home like it's their business and their home needs to go. I can't tell you how many times, even recently, my kids and I have been having this conversation where I'll go to a hair salon or a nail salon or anywhere, and the employees right there, within earshot of me are complaining about the job, or, oh, I can't wait to get out of here. Is it like 4:30 yet? And that is really, really negative energy. Money, aka clients, customers, need to be celebrated when they're coming in through their door. And anyone that you are hiring to represent you and your brand and your business need to hold the same energy that you do. And it is your responsibility to train people in that way. And if they cannot do that, they have no business being in your life. They have no business being in your business. They have no business being in your home. And this is the first ever lesson that I learned from Sheena. And I don't know how old was I, maybe 12 or 13 when I first heard this, but I'm 43 now and I've never forgotten this. In fact, I'm always reminded about how important this is. And it seems like these days there's less and less people that are more and more positive. So when you find these people, hang on to them, hold them close. There's a lot more people recently I've seen that just seem to hate their jobs and are very verbal about it. If they can't check their emotions at the door, they don't need to be entering your door, because what energy you allow around you represents your energy. It represents your vibrational frequency. So Irfan and I have some really strict guidelines around this. People that complain, gotta go. People that are easily triggered, oh my God, this is a number one. People that are easily triggered, Irfan and I called them ticking time bombs, because you don't know what you or anyone else will say that will trigger them and then set them off. Need to be away from your life. Need to be as far, if you have people like that in your family, keep them away from your business. Keep them away from your new relationship as well, until you've primed and gotten your husband on board. Keep them away from you and anything important to you. So also people that are generally just glass half full, or people that are scheming, they're trying to scheme things from you. Or if they can't just ask you for more money, if that's what they need, if they're scheming around it, that's very negative. We've had encounter with people like that as well. It's so interesting to me because they actually keep themselves small and keep themselves stuck by scheming, versus just showing up in a high vibrational way and getting the whole kingdom anyways, right? It's those are the people, like I say, they rather rob the bank than inherit the kingdom. So be careful around people like that, okay? I have a whole video on, I forget the name, but it was something signs of being a peasant or something like that. I'll link it in the description box for you guys. Watch this after this video because I feel like they really complement each other. But this is one of the first lessons that I remember learning from Sheena out of millions of things I learned from her. And so I'm gonna turn this into a little tradition. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this and if you want me to continue sharing Sheena's lessons, and I would love to do that. Speaking of Sheena, so April was Sheena's birthday month. I shared the story in an email that I sent out 2 days ago. April was Sheena's birthday, and when I was an adult, even a teenager, when I had my first job, I loved celebrating my mom's birthday with her. I would buy her presents, take her out, we would go shopping, mani-pedi, lunches, dinner, it was a whole thing. And it was so much fun. I have so many fond memories of that. And so when my mom passed away, I just felt like displaced in April. Like I felt like April just had, it went from like this joyous celebration to like a hole in my heart. And then 8 years later, my dad passed away in April. So April really became this really like negative month for me. And so I would just kind of feel like orphaned in April. So in 2022, I decided to turn this around. I didn't want my mom's birthday month to be like such a negative thing in my life. And so what I decided was to host a intensive. I was already doing intensives, like in-person events, but I decided to do one specifically for her birthday. And so that happened in Hawaii in 2022. And it was something about just being with these high vibe students of mine in high vibe Hawaii feminine energy that completely transformed April back to what it used to be. So in 2023, I did it again in Hawaii, Sheena's birthday. So this year, I've been called to do Sheena's birthday intensive in Orange County, California. So we've actually moved it from Hawaii to LA area, Orange County. And we opened the cart yesterday and 1/3 of the seats were immediately claimed. This is, again, one of our bigger intensives and I'm super excited. I like doing it where it's like small VIP and then big. So Houston Incarnate was big. Next week's intensive is small, it's very intimate, and then LA is big again. So if you have been waiting for the Los Angeles / Orange County area intensive, girl, now is the time to sign up. Also, there is an early bird price. So I don't remember how many hours are left, but you can check in the description box with the link. But there is an early bird pricing. There's also a bonus. You get the recordings of the Incarnate Intensive as part of the package when you, like part of your ticket when you buy the LA intensive, which is called Feminine, Sacred, and Savage. And this intensive, just like the Savage Feminine course, will be channeled. I will be channeling Sheena, so it's like co-taught by me and Sheena, so it's gonna be fire. And I'm super excited to be hosting this event in LA. And we've never hosted in California before, and I think I have a feeling that this is going to be one of our regular spots. I hope so, fingers crossed. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and let me know if you want me to share more of these Sheena transmissions as we lead up to her birthday in April. By the way, side note, my mom was born in April and my dad was born in March. Okay, so my mom passed away in March and my dad passed away in April. So it's like really interesting how like my mom's passed away in my dad's birthday month and my dad passed away in my mom's birthday month. But like March and April, when they passed away, was like just weird energy for me. Like I didn't know like what to do to celebrate them. But now I know. I think teaching their work and their legacy and everything I learned from them is celebrating their life, and it brings me so much joy to celebrate with you guys. All right, babes, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.